Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sachiratara Jai Sachiratara Jai Sachiratara Jai Sachiratara Jai Sachinandara Gaura Hari Jai Sachinandara Gaura Hari Jaya Radha Gokula Raja Raja Gokula Raja Radhe Jaya Radhe Radhe Jaya Radhe Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Haribol 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol Nitai Gaura Prabhupada Haribol
Hare Krishna, everybody. So today we're having a little festival. It's the Panihati Chitdahi Maha Mahotsava, which is the yogurt chip rice festival that took place in Panihati. And our speaker, Vrindavan Chandra Prabhu, will tell us more about it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we're very fortunate to be able to come together to celebrate a wonderful festival in our Vaishnav calendar called Panihati Chiradahi. And this festival has great spiritual significance. And the entire pastime of celebrating this festival and the build-up to this festival has many deep instructions for us for our own spiritual lives. So it gives me great pleasure, and it's an honor to be able to speak about this festival. Hare Krishna. So we'll sing a short bhajan. Some of you may know the words. It's quite simple, but if those do not, you can try to follow. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Giri Badadhari Jaya Giri Badadhari Vijana Vallabha Jaya Giri Badadhari Badadhari Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Giri Badadhari Jaya Giri Badadhari Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Giri Badadhari Giri Badadhari Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtathura Sata His Divine Grace Labai Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya, Ashtatura Satas Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Sham Kun Radhakun Giri Govardhana ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Mayapur Dhama ki jai. Nilachal Jagannath Puri Dhama ki jai. Ganga Maya ki jai. Jamuna Maya ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Tulsi Maharani ki jai, Samaveta Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande Hare Hare Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. So to commemorate this festival, I will be reading from a book called Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. This book is the nectarian pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna himself, who's appeared in this Kali Yuga to deliver all of us through the process of Harinam Sankirtan. So I'll be reading text number 1 from the Antya Leela. The chapter is chapter number 6, chapter entitled Lord Chaitanya Meets Raghunath Das Goswami. So if you can repeat after me, please. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So I'm reading text number 1. Kripa Gunarya Kurgananda Kupad Utya Bhangya Raghunatha Dasam Nasya Swarupe Vidade Antarangam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mamun Prapadye. Translation. With the ropes of his causeless mercy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu employed a trick. Oh, the verse is coming up. Okay. So maybe you could, I think it has just more meaning if we can see the verse. In the meantime, I'll recite it one more time and then maybe we can do it one more time together. Kripa Gunaya Kurgananda Kupad Udrit Jabangya Raghunatha Dasam Yasa Swarupe Vidade Atantarangam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mamun Prapadye. Maybe one more time. Kripa Gunaya Kugrananda Kupad Udrit Jabangya Raghunatha Dasam Nyasya Swarupe Vidade Antarangam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Manmum Prapadye. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. With the ropes of his causeless mercy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu employed a trick to deliver Raghunath Das Goswami from the blind well of contemplable family life. He made Raghunath Das Goswami one of his personal associates, placing him under the charge of Swarup Damodar Goswami. I offer my obeisances unto him. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya, Krishna Pashtaya Bhutale, Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane, Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschacha Deshatarine. With the ropes of his causeless mercy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu employed a trick to deliver Raghunath Das Goswami from the blind well of contemplable family life. He made Raghunath Das Goswami one of his personal associates, placing him under the charge of Swarup Damodar Goswami. I offer my obeisances unto him. So as this verse explains, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come up with a special trick to deliver Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the nature of Lord Krishna. He is always trying to find a way to deliver us. Once Srila Prabhupada wrote that Lord Krishna is more enthusiastic and determined to deliver us than we are to achieve him. In this verse, there's a word, andakupam. This also figures in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Prahlad Maharaj told his father, Hiranyakashipu, you are andakupam. You are like trapped in a dark well. So the situation for most of us is we are trapped. We are constrained. This verse speaks about Raghunath Das Goswami being constrained by the shackles of family life. Some of us may feel like that. Family life is not necessarily a shackle. It's only a shackle when we want to see our family members from a material perspective. Otherwise, family life is really not a shackle. It depends how we see family life. So Raghunath Das Goswami was the son of a very, very wealthy man. In the past days of India, the financial capital of India was Bengal. And in Bengal, there was a place called Panihati, where the wealth of India was flourishing. And in that place, there was a man called Govardhan Majumdar. And his brother, Iranya. They were very wealthy. And he said they were so wealthy at that time, they should get 100,000 gold coins every month. Or, I think it was like 6 million. Now, just to put that into perspective, in those days, 50 kilograms of rice used to be like 1 rupee. 50 kilograms was 1 rupee. And their income was 2 million rupees a month. They were like super wealthy. And this gentleman, Govardhan Majumdar, he had only one son. And his name was Raghunath Das. So Govardhan and Iranya, they were very charitably disposed towards the Brahmanas of the district. They lived in a place called Triveni. So this pastime is taking place about 470 years ago, relative to where we are now. 470 years ago. And very close by, Triveni is where the three rivers, the Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati meet. They had a huge palace. They were the kings of the region. And nearby this place was a place called Panihati. So this festival will speak about Panihati. So Govardhan Majumdar, he was very charitably disposed towards the Brahmanas. And they had a spiritual master named Yadunandan Acharya. And they had a Kul Acharya who was by the name of Balaram Acharya. So there used to be lots of meetings. Srila Haridas Thakur, who is the Acharya of the holy name, Namacharya Haridas, he used to be invited to come to the house of Govardhan Majumdar. And also Advaita Acharya, he used to also, he was very good friends with Yadunand Acharya and Balaram Acharya. So there used to be a lot of congregating of these great saintly personalities. So little Raghunath Das, he used to meet Haridas Thakur. And Haridas Thakur, being a great devotee of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, would regularly talk about Mahaprabhu. And simply by hearing about Mahaprabhu, he developed a great attachment for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and a desire to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Our scriptures explain that the process of hearing is so powerful that simply by hearing, one can develop attachment. Like in Krishna book, Rukmini Devi, she had never met Krishna. But simply by hearing about the glories of Lord of Krishna, she desired to marry him. And she sent him a letter. So young Raghunath Das, simply by hearing about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he developed a desire to want to meet Mahaprabhu. But then he heard that Mahaprabhu had taken sannyas. Now, when someone takes sannyas, they become like socially dead. You don't hear about them anymore. They just wander about anywhere, and you never. And there was no email and text messaging and WhatsApp and anything. So the moment Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, Raghunath Das became really even more mortified. He's thinking, the object of my love, the object of the person I want to meet, he's now become even more inaccessible. So in this way, he was lamenting that he would not get the chance to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But one day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling to Vrindavan. And on his travels to Vrindavan, he stopped at a place called Shantipur. Shantipur used to be the place where Advaita Acharya used to have his ashram. So when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stopped there, Advaita Acharya was very closely associated with Govardhan Majumdar and his family. And he sent news that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is here. Would you like to meet him? And young Raghunath Das was so excited. He was so excited to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he went to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it is explained that for one whole week, Raghunath Das got the opportunity to serve Mahaprabhu. So one can imagine the state of Raghunath Das's mind after spending 1 week in close association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when it was time for Mahaprabhu and Raghunath Das to part ways, Raghunath Das says to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I don't want to go back home. I want to stay with you. I want to be with you. I am completely attached to you. And how did Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reply? Did he say, okay, come with me? No. He said, don't be like a monkey. Markat Vairagya. He said, don't be like a monkey who is artificially renounced. Like in India, not so much in England, but in India we get lots of monkeys. And monkeys, they are known to be jumping from tree to tree naked. So one may think, naked, only living from one tree to other tree, they are very renounced. No. In Vrindavan or anywhere in India, each monkey has at least 10 wives. So externally, the monkey is like very renounced. But internally very attached. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, don't be like a monkey renunciate. You are not ready yet. You go back home. You spend time with your family. And you conduct your father's business. So young Raghunath Das, he goes back home. And he conducts his father's business very nicely. But gradually, his attachment to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is building up more and more. And as his attachment, one significant, sometimes people ask the question, how do I know I am making spiritual advancement? This is a question some people ask. How do I know I'm making spiritual advancement? And there are two very simple symptoms, Srila Prabhupada says. The first symptom is we are becoming more and more attached to the Lord. That means more and more we find ourselves thinking about the pastimes and the activities and the name and the fame and the glories of the Lord. And more we feel we are becoming detached from the material. This is the symptom. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he was thinking like, starting to feel like this more and more attached to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and more detached from the father's business and the wealth of his father. So Raghunath Das Goswami would try to run away. As time passed, he would try to run away more and more. And every time he would try to run away from home, the father would send people to catch him, and they would capture him. But then the mother thought to herself, what is the best way I can trap this boy to stay with us family? I'll get him married. And they found the most beautiful girl. They said that this girl was as beautiful as an apsara. An apsara are the ladies that come from the heavenly planets. And he said, if you see an apsara, the most beautiful woman on the earthly planet will look like a frog. That's how beautiful the ladies from the heavenly planets are. So they got him married to such a beautiful woman. Then Raghunath Das still tried to do the same thing. He still tried to escape from his family home. Then his mother said, now we have to capture him and tie him up, said to the father. Because this boy has become pagla, mad. We've got to catch him and tie him up like in today's time, if someone is mad, they put them in what is called a straitjacket. A straitjacket is like a jacket. You put them and you tie them and they can't move. Jai Shri Shri Radha Gokulanand ki jai. Jai Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai. So the mother said, we should capture him and we should tie him up. Then the father says, this boy, he's got more opulence than Indra, or got equal opulence to Indra, the king of the heavenly planets. And he's got a wife that's more beautiful than an Apsara. If that can't tie him down, no rope or straitjacket will tie this boy down. So Raghunath Das, this was his mood. He was thinking how to go and be in the company of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one day he heard that Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna and Lord Nityananda Prabhu is Balaram. Non-different from Lord Balaram. So Lord Nityananda Prabhu had come to a place called Panihati. So Raghunath Das thought to himself, let me go and see Lord Nityananda. So he goes to Panihati and he arrives at a place next to the river Ganges. And there he sees, sitting under a banyan tree, sitting on a rock, more effulgent than 1,000 suns, was Lord Nityananda. So, Raghunath Das Goswami, from a distance, he offers full dandavats, full prostrated obeisances to Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda was sitting and he was encircled by his associates. So one of his associates tells Lord Nityananda, look, there is Raghunath Das offering you obeisances from a distance. And Lord Nityananda says, hey Raghunath, you are a thief. Come here now. I will punish you. So this is like joking. This is like having fun. So Lord Nityananda tells to Raghunath Das Goswami, come here. And Raghunath Das doesn't want to come. He's sitting far away. So Lord Nityananda gets up, catches him, brings him, makes him sit down. And he says, you are like a thief. Now, in a joking way, he's calling him a thief, but this is very appropriate. You know how thieves behave? When they are trying to check a scene out where they want to steal something, they don't go and hang out there. They stay from a distance and they check out what's going on. And they make some plan. So, Raghunath Das was, Lord Nityananda is telling him, you are like a thief. Huh? You are standing there and you're trying to get the mercy. You come here. I want to punish you. Now in Vaishnava culture, there's no such thing as punishment. So this is like a paradox. Once Srila Prabhupada was giving a class in Detroit. And while he was giving the class, a young child started to make noise and disturbance in the class. So the mother says, you better sit quietly, you're disturbing Prabhupada's class. Started chastising. And Prabhupada saw that. He said, children should never be punished. So don't punish the child. Then the husband saw the wife being corrected by Srila Prabhupada, and he started to chide his wife. Don't you, why are you chiding the child in front of Prabhupada? Then Prabhupada said, women are never punished. So you should not punish your wife. Then the temple commander, he saw the husband being corrected by Srila Prabhupada, and he went by him and he said, "You shouldn't talk like this from Prabhupada." And Prabhupada said, "Brahmanas should never be punished." And Prabhupada said, "We are a society of children, women, and Brahmanas. So no one gets punished in our society, in our community." But once, Srila Prabhupada did punish one disciple for doing something wrong. He said, "I'm going to punish you, and your punishment is you must distribute 6 Krishna books every day." So, in Vaishnava culture, even if there's punishment, there's no punishment, there's only blessings. Just like Sri Narad Muni, he punished Nalakuvera and Manigriva. It wasn't actually punishment, it was a blessing that in the future they will get the darshan of Lord Krishna. So Lord Nityananda says, "I'm going to punish you." So what is the punishment? He said, "I want you to make a festival. And this festival, you must make chip rice with yogurt, and you must feed it to everyone." Like we saw earlier today, chip rice. You need to feed it. And Raghunath Das, when he heard this, he was very happy. But even this is like a joke. Your punishment is you must feed everyone chip rice and yogurt. It's like a joke. Like in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, Sudama Brahman was going to see Krishna. He was so poor, he had nothing. So his wife went and begged, and she got some few chipped rice. Gave it to her husband to take to Krishna. But that was just chipped rice, isn't it? There's no value. Say, for example, Bill Gates comes and he says, "I really like your Hare Krishna movement. Please ask me for something." And then we say, "Bill Gates, okay, can you pay for a chip rice festival where we serve chip rice and yogurt?" Everybody will laugh. It's a joke, isn't it? Because Bill Gates, he's so rich. He's fabulously rich. If you ask him to do some chip rice, because chip rice is just very cheap. So Lord Nityananda was making a joke. He said, "Your punishment is you need to feed everyone chip rice and yogurt." So Raghunath Das was very happy. He started to collect as much chip rice as he could find. And he got 300 to 400 huge clay pots. And he bought dahi, yogurt. So they started to make this chip rice soaked, mixed with yogurt. Some pots were mixed with camphor, with sugar, and very special type of banana. This morning, my wife Rinda Devi, she brought some chip rice that they offered here. I had some with mango, some with banana, and some with raspberries. And it was so nice. So nice. So he said, "Make these like this." So Raghunath Das Goswami, he collected as much as he could. And he brought for Lord Nityananda and his associates. And then everyone heard that there was prasadam being served. And when they heard prasadam being served, hundreds, thousands of people came. In those days, it was different mentality. Like if we go and announce everywhere around Watford and Bushi and Aldenham and Radlett, we're saying, ISKCON Bhaktivedanta Manor is serving a nice prasadam. Come take. We may get 20, 30 people will come. But if we say, ISKCON Bhaktivedanta Manor are giving out rolls of 100 pounds, the place will be flooded. But those days, prasadam was the mercy of the Lord. It was the most valuable thing. So everybody came. Everybody came. It was a wonderful festival taking place. And Raghunath Das made the best arrangement. And Lord Nityananda was taking from his pot, and he was having. And then some people came. They found some place on the bank. He served them. And then more came. There was not even place in the bank. So they served them in the water of the Ganges. If you go to our Bhakti lounge, that used to be our old Prashadam room. And in that room, we have this painting. This beautiful painting. If you want to get in your mind's eye, you are picturing what's going on here. But you want to get a clearer picture of what was happening in this festival. Go to the Bhakti lounge. It's the first door on your right. You'll see, second on your right. Oh yeah, second on your right. You'll see this beautiful painting of Lord Nityananda, effulgent. And the devotees all relishing this chip rice. And there was kirtan. So there was this magnificent festival taking place. And then something more miraculous happened. Lord Nityananda, in his meditation, at that point in time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wasn't in Bengal. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing in Jagannath Puri. So he was not participating in this Panihati Chiradhai festival. So Lord Nityananda, he called Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his meditation. And Mahaprabhu came. And when Mahaprabhu arrived, Lord Nityananda did something extraordinary. He started to go to each devotee and take from his pot a morsel of the Chiddadahi, and he was popping it in Lord Chaitanya's mouth. And he was laughing. So these devotees, they're all participating in this festival. They can see Lord Nityananda doing some strange things, laughing. They can't see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because Mahaprabhu is not visible. So this is another joke. Joke means when you reverse the position for something, it becomes very funny. I can't think of anything, but you know the comedians, how they make people laugh. They take a situation and they reverse the situation and it becomes extremely funny and people laugh. So this was happening. If any of these devotees knew that Lord Nityananda was taking their remnants and feeding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, nobody would have allowed it. But Lord Nityananda, he was taking this grain, one morsel from the pot, and he was feeding it to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started to take one grain from the pot and pop it into Lord Nityananda's mouth. And he was laughing. So these two lords, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they were having this ecstatic pastime. And all the devotees, they do not know what's going on, but they just know it's funny, and everybody's laughing. So they are eating, and they are laughing, and they are chanting. And there is no festival on this earthly planet as ecstatic like this. So within the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this ecstatic festival of Panihati Chiddadahi was taking place. And the whole purpose of this festival has got a deep spiritual significance. And it is said the significance is this. Raghunath Das Goswami, at one stage, he wanted to get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he was trying to get the mercy directly. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, don't be like a monkey renunciant, you go home. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to teach a very, very important principle in Krishna consciousness. And that principle is, no one can get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without the mercy of Lord Nityananda. So, Raghunath Das Goswami, it is explained that when Lord Nityananda caught him and pulled him, Lord Nityananda placed his 2 feet, lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das and gave him his mercy. And he was indirectly telling Raghunath, you're a thief. You're trying to get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without me. Once, Srila Prabhupada was asked, how do we get the mercy of Lord Krishna? And Prabhupada said, you get the mercy of Lord Krishna only by getting the mercy of Srimati Radharani. Then he said, you can only get the mercy of Srimati Radharani if you get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he said, you can only get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu if you get the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And then he said, you can only get the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu if you approach persons like Jagai and Madai. So, Raghunath Das Goswami arranged this magnificent festival. But he was still thinking to himself, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not accepted me yet. He's not asked me to be one of his associates. So he was so humble. Lord Nityananda Prabhu was staying at the home of Raghava Pandit. So he went to Raghava Pandit and he said, can you please go to Lord Nityananda and ask him, when and how will I get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? So Raghava Pandit, he went to Lord Nityananda and he says, this is what Raghunath does. And the first thing Lord Nityananda said, he looked at all of his associates and he said, y'all please bless Raghunath Das that he would get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this again is teaching another important principle. Srila Prabhupada said, our mission should be to become the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant as far as possibly removed. As far as possible removed. This is how we get the mercy of the Lord. Don't try to become, as Krishna says, I think it is in the Agni Purana, Krishna says, he who says he is my devotee is actually not my devotee. But he who says he is the devotee of my devotee is actually my devotee. And, if we try to become devotees of Lord Krishna directly, it's impossible. We are so tiny, we have no qualifications to attract Lord Krishna or to render meaningful service. We have no. But if we become, it's a paradox. The more further we go back, the more accessible Lord Krishna becomes. So this principle, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was teaching. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called him to live in Jagannath Puri. So Lord Raghunath Das Goswami, he was living in Jagannath Puri. So what did he do? Still his father sent him 4 servants and some money every month. So every money he used to get, he used to feed the devotees every day. Krishna Prashadam. So one day, Mahaprabhu heard that Raghunath Das has stopped feeding the devotees. So he asked, what happened? Why did Raghunath Das stop feeding the devotees? Then they told Mahaprabhu, he thought, he's a renunciant. but yet he's accepting money from his father every day. He's keeping 4 servants. What kind of renunciation is this? So he stopped it. So Mahaprabhu asked, where is Raghunath Das now? Oh, he is standing every day outside the Simhadwara gate. It's the gate to the entrance of Lord Jagannath temple. And he begs some little prashadam. And whatever prashadam he gets, he takes that. So Raghunath Das was doing that for some time. Then as time passed, Mahaprabhu saw he was no longer waiting at the gate. Then they asked, what happened to Raghunath Das? Mahaprabhu, he thought he was like a prostitute, every day standing there just waiting for something, So he decided not to do. So where is he now? Oh, every day they serve free prashadam in one place in the Jagannath temple. That is where he is going. Oh, Mahaprabhu smiled. Very nice. He's taking prashadam there. A little bit. Oh, okay. Then Mahaprabhu heard that he's not going there too every day. He says, where's Raghunath Das? We don't know. He's not coming here anymore for free prashadam? No. Then Mahaprabhu heard that there is a place that they throw the remnants of Lord Jagannath out every day. So he takes a little rice from there, he washes the rice, and he eats a little bit. So Mahaprabhu went to where Raghunath Das was. And he said, Raghunath Das, I heard you are eating very nice prashadam every day. And Raghunath Das, he had this little of this thrown away washed rice and he was eating. Mahaprabhu said, I would like to have some. And Raghunath Das said, no, you can't have, it's untouchable, you can't have this. And Mahaprabhu forcefully went and took some rice and ate it, and he went into ecstasy. So it is said that the ornament of the devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is their renunciation. They are very renounced. And they're not artificially renounced. They are renounced because of their attachment to Lord Krishna. So this festival, this Panihati Chiradahi, externally it may seem that we are cooking some chipped rice with yogurt, mixed with some nice sugar and condensed milk, and some various fruit, and we are relishing. No, but the deeper meaning behind this festival, the deeper meaning which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had arranged for us, is that we should pray for the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And Prabhupada says, the representative of Lord Nityananda is the spiritual master. So we should make the service of the spiritual master our life and soul, the service of Srila Prabhupada and his associates our life and soul, and through this means we will get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so that's a very quick explanation of this pastime. I'm not sure if any of you got any questions or comments. Aarti is in a few minutes. If you have any questions or comments or reflections. A reflection is not necessarily a question or a comment. It is just something that you take away that's really captured your heart or captured your consciousness by what you've heard today. So you can share. Yes, Mataji? Sure. Mm-hmm.
spiritual strength to do it, do the right thing. So how do we overcome these obstacles? It's our weakness and our determination is what's needed, but still that's not coming to the level it's expected.
Yes, that's a good question. Did you catch the question? She was saying that, and correct me if I'm wrong in paraphrasing, Mataji, that we want to surrender to Krishna, but we are weak, and we can't maybe, complete our surrender. I was listening the other day to a class by Jayapataka Maharaj, and he was saying, you should cry for Krishna. You should cry that you can't get the mercy for Krishna. And then he says, but if you can't cry, like us sometimes, someone is telling us we should cry for Krishna, right? But we can try, but our heart is so hard, no tears will come. So he said, you should cry that you cannot cry. And then he said, you should cry that you cannot cry, that you cannot cry. And then he said, you should cry that you should cry, that you cannot cry, that you cannot cry, that you cannot cry. So at least in our heart, if we can't fulfill our purpose, at least we should cry that I can't fulfill this purpose. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why my heart is so stone-hearted that no bhava can come there. That when the Lord sees, then the mercy will follow. That's what they said. Okay, it's time for Aarti, so I think we'll stop here. Shri Panihati Chiradhai Festival ki jai. Shri Nityananda Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Raghunath Das Goswami ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Go Premanande Hari Bol.
श्री राधा गोकुलानंद की, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की, श्री गौर निताई की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Hare Krishna. As Prabhuji was telling the story of Panihati Chiradahi Mahotsav, so now we're going to have Gora Aarti. Once Gora Aarti finishes at 7:30, in the temple room we're going to have a little drama performed by our Bhaktivedanta players. And after the drama, in here, as part of the drama, we're going to enact those pastimes and we're going to serve everybody prasad in here. So please do stay for the drama and partake of the prasad that was offered today. Yeah, should be enough. Radha Govinda, you want to sing?
No, we didn't take anyone.
Tell them it's there.
Hare Krishna, the words are on the screen over here, so you can have a look and follow. No talking in here, please. This is Kirtan time. Jaya Jaya Gora Chander Arati ka Shobha. Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati ka Shobha. Janavi Tatavane Jaga Manalobha. Dakhine Nitai Chanda Bame Gadadha.